Hello, we're back with a couple more eBay purchases. These two I bought back in June and July of this year. The first one is 4 different photos. They were ordered all together. And the first one says it is a Hong Kong ship aground after the typhoon, Saturday, August 20, Kowloon 1927. So this is the same typhoon that knocked over the garage that we saw in last week's pictures. Let's take a closer look. I can see over here, this chimney. This is the Hock Yuen power station off Hung Hom. So we're probably over towards Kowloon City, maybe Ma Ta Wai. If we take a close look at the back of the ship there, we can just about make out San Yi, I think is the second and third word, and underneath it says London. So if we have a scour through the newspapers, we'll be able to track down exactly which ship that is. It's the second one. Hong Kong, Kowloon, bus, garage after the typhoon, August 20th, 1927. So it's that same typhoon and sort of the same scene as last week, but definitely a closer view. There's another damaged car, roof of another one up here. Over here we just got the edge of the Star Ferry terminus in the distance. So this is Chim Sa Choi. This I think was the public pier at the time, and there was a bus terminus there as well, so we get a couple of buses, and then the wharves were along the back there. That's the crane that we can see. What's this one? Hong Kong, Chinese street, showing platform constructed of bamboo for removing coffin, brackets at top, 1924. So there's the picture as it says, street scene. Not enough detail to work out exactly where it was taken, but just an interesting sight. So at this time, the coffins, these big heavy wooden coffins, you can still see them for sale today. If somebody died inside the building, then a temporary staircase would be built up outside, and the coffin will be carried down as the person heads off to the cemetery. These were quite common scenes in the old photos. Western visitors just found them fascinating, and also the noisy funeral processions as well. We get quite a lot of pictures of those. Hong Kong, the Peak, 1924, Hong Kong, so quite likely the same photographer. It's a good view. So where are we? Well, this is Mount Gough over on the left here, and then I think this road down in the foreground here. This is the Peak Road, looping around the back and coming around here again. Magazine Gap will be just out of sight here. And then these two buildings, we can get it to focus. These two buildings here, these ones we saw in volume 4 of my books, and this is where the Japanese War Memorial would be built later. So these houses coming along down here, this is Coombe Road, and then Wan Chai Gap will be somewhere around here, and then we've got what looks to be very new roads here, everything all fresh, not overgrown yet, and these will be the Mount Cameron Road and the Middle Gap Road above here. So that's one order, and the last order was just one picture. and considerably more expensive. So the batch I showed you last week, I think they work out about £1 a picture, about $10 a picture. The ones we just looked at were about £10 a picture, about $100, and this one was about £50. And why was that? Well, first of all, it's a scene of Kowloon, 1924. It says it's a view of the Whampoa docks, but let's flip it over. I don't think that's true. Okay, so instead we've got Kowloon Peak here, coming down around Customs Pass area. So if you go from Choi Hung to Sai Kung today, you've got the hill and around, that's sort of up there. So instead we're looking towards Kai Tak, will be around here. And I guess since we seem to be up somewhere high, perhaps we're up on top of Sacred Hill, or the Song Wong Tide, looking out across the bay here. So the reason I put in a bid for this one is that I used to live just about here before we left Hong Kong, and so I'm always interested in this area. And this little section here, this is the old pier. So this first bit here is the original stone pier, and then this was a wooden extension on the end here. We've got some more photos of that on the Gulo website. When I first read about Kai Tak, actually for many years, I thought that the Kai Tak reclamation was completed and then the company went broke and the government took it over. But I've since found out it wasn't the case. The reclamation finished this section here on the left, but this big middle section wasn't completed at all. So it's only later that the government will come and take over this project and finish the reclamation, and that will become the Kai Tak airfield. Not quite as sharp as I'd have hoped, so a bit of buyer's remorse on this one, I'd say, but still nice to see the area before the reclamation was finished. Right, that wraps up the videos today. Thank you very much for watching.